when he did, he made a mess. E-I-E-I-O. With pepperoni here and a sausage there, pepperoni here and a sausage there. Michael Batten had sex with a pizza, and he smooched his pants.
And now, our feature presentation.
Hey, welcome, wonderful. Sorry about the late kind of a thing. We just got done with the parade. I just got done filming. So let tomorrow get all that going. But that's one of the two projects I'm working on. So, hey, I'm not gonna worry about that. Oh, at least I got something else better to do. Then yeah. So hey, welcome, wonderful. Tonight, 4:39 of SNR. And as you see on Discord, I got Aubrey and Eugene this time.
Hello.
Alright, SNR, right now. But, before we get to all this, we do want to send thoughts, prayers, and condolences to the victims and families of the mass shooting in El Paso, Texas. So our thoughts is with you guys. Right, anyways, tonight's episode, this is gonna be Game 37 of Wheel of Fortune for 360. By judging of this could be a record breaker. Because I didn't mention about this until I kind of now realize it. We just now tied our previous record for the Wii U. That means a win on this record is gone. We shattered it into a million pieces. And all you gotta do is kiss it goodbye. Because the 360 will be the continuance until a loss. That's what this is. The unlimited one. How far can we go? So we're gonna set that bar tonight. And then, speaking of a little tribute, tonight, for one night only, a tribute to one of the greatest war we ever had. The 16-bit war between the Sega Genesis and the Super NES. The year that brought 1992 to its knees. The story of the 16-bit war, then Diaries and R-Type 3, two of the shooters on each console, will be played tonight. Don't miss it. This is going to be a great episode. Got a feeling. Want to break a record? We're going to do that. However, the word of the week is always a must. So tonight's word of the week is predicament. So a problem you totally saw coming. On everybody's right saying you knew it was going to happen. Ooh, ouch. Yeah. If you never saw it coming, then uh-oh. But anyways, that's the word of the week. So, this is what we want from you guys. Grab a snack, get a drink, get in your favorite chair or sofa or anywhere you sit. Oops, I pooed. Oh, 90.
Thank you, Ben Mockery.
And yeah, also a little warning, I'm on full tank of gas too, by the way. Something I had, I wish I would have had. I'm gonna regret it later. It's finally hitting. It's finally hitting me right down there. So, hey, okay, when we come back, our record, maybe the record-breaking game of Wheel for the 360. Is it going to happen? Is it? When we come back. Welcome back to SNR. Right now, Wheel of Fortune 360. This will be the game. Okay. If the guys can hear that, then that's good. So, anyways, we are back right now. This is it. Well, this is gonna be one of those episodes. Well. So this is game number 37 of Wheel of Fortune for the 360. So far I'm at 6,412,750. Boys and girls. If we win in tonight's game, we broke the record for the continuous game one we ever had. Boys and girls, we're gonna break it. Tonight. Right now. We're in Washington, D.C. Oops. This is it.
And now, from our nation's capital, here are the stars of our show. That's Sajak and Vanna White.
There we
Is
go.
this where we stop? Is this good?
I have to make sure I can hear, honey. Golden Sand Plus on the TV. We're not going simultaneously.
Welcome everybody to Wheel of Fortune. We're having a good time
Alright,
here, and
so
the contestants are
this
ready
is
to
it,
try and win
37.
$1,000 in our first toss-up.
In a toss-up,
The category is people.
Okay,
Let's go,
keep us
Vanna.
a category. Maybe.
And it's player one.
The A blank blank Y. They on me? No.
Made that look
What
pretty
the
easy.
hell?
You won $1,000. Off to a good start, player one.
How did I get that?
Get ready, everybody. We're going to do one more toss-up here.
How
This is
the
worth
fuck?
$2,000. Okay, everybody. Proper name. Here's the
Alright, we
category
went
for our
from
next
people
puzzle.
now to Papa
Ben,
name.
go ahead. Okay, player one.
Oh. Frederick Douglass.
Congratulations. Well
Yes.
done. Did it again. Add $2,000 to your score. Player one has got the $2,000, and they'll be spinning shortly. Jim?
Welcome to the jackpot round. To win the jackpot, you must land on the jackpot wedge, correctly guess a letter, and then solve the puzzle. And here's tonight's featured
Okay, that should be
prize.
as easy as pie on that.
Experience the wonder of the awe-inspiring Grand Canyon.
That
Through this
is a
vast
good
natural
trip.
chasm through the many hiking trails, raft down the turbulent Colorado River, or fly over it all on a helicopter tour. $6,000.
And the category is Classic TV.
Classic TV.
You're going to start, player one. Here we are, Wheel.
Well, that's not the star I was hoping in mind. The bankrupt.
Oh no!
Hey, no win, no loss. Actually, no loss anyway, since we lost a ton.
Could be trouble. 800. There is an on.
Hee hee.
$300. Two of them. This could be good for you.
Then she landed on a bankrupt on $1 million wedge.
This could be good for you. Nice one. Nope, but we won't penalize you. Could be trouble.
And a bankrupt on $1 million wedge.
Oh.
550.
550. There is an N.
Alright, now I can finally get it going. By the E.
Let's have your... You got it.
Oh. Now I know it.
Come on, big money.
And that's another
Down
bankrupt.
to 0.
$1 million wedge.
Oh.
Too far.
Keep it going.
Half of the contact. C.
Sorry.
No.
$600. There must be some L. How many? There's no O.
Uh-huh.
$500.
See.
There is a 2.
Wah!
You can stop anytime. Wow.
Got
jackpot.
it, baby. G.
There is a G. Letters are worth $500 each while on the jackpot wedge.
$9,750.
Solve the puzzle to claim. Let's have your solution
I'm
then,
going
player
for
one.
it. Charlie's Angels. Yes! Booyah!
You won the jackpot. All right, player one. You won a nice chunk
$10,750
of
on
change
this.
with that solve. We'll be back after this.
$13,750. On the way to shatter the record.
Welcome to the mystery round. There are 2 mystery wedges on the board. One is hiding a fabulous prize,
Eugene,
and the other is hiding a
leave.
bankrupt.
Thing is the category.
Thing is the category.
Player 2 is all poised and ready to
Yeah,
spin.
when I say leave. When I say Eugene, or leave. Eugene won it. Leave, thank
Here
you.
we are.
And if you actually did see the real show, then
900.
there you go.
There are 2 of those.
Okay, 2 S's. So far, so good.
In other words, one may not think you're stupid, that's not
Yeah.
laughter.
Mm-hmm.
500. 2 of them.
Woo woo.
You got it.
Mm.
Yes, there is an A.
I know the 2. Well, I know the hyphen word, but it's the bottom word.
$900. No, bad luck.
No R. Okay. Oh yeah, it says 10.
Come on, big money. There is an L.
Yeah.
Go ahead and grab that half car.
Okay, we got the half car. Well, he's got the half car.
Yes. Here we are, Wheel. Ooh, the bankrupt.
Uh-huh.
$300. There
And,
must be some. And how many?
and I just now know it now.
Yeah.
Wow, this is something.
Mystery wedge. Choose a letter. One of them.
One
There you
C.
go.
You know what?
There's a 50-50 chance there'll be $10,000 under there.
Let's go.
Of course, it could be the bankrupt. $10,000
Booyah!
is yours if you solve the puzzle this round. We've got a solution attempt here. Let's see how it goes.
Last minute decision. Booyah!
That's it. You're in a fantastic place with your winnings and $10,000. We'll be back in just a second.
I think I just went Eugene on there. Okay.
Phrase is the category this time.
No.
All right, prize puzzle.
I
A lot at
play
stake here.
puzzle round.
You're going to start player 3. 900. Yes, there is an on. This could be good for you. Choose a letter in the puzzle to pick up that wild. There's no S.
Okay, no S. 550.
550. Yes.
1T.
Yeah.
500.
Yeah.
There is an N.
Yeah.
Thank you, Team Mockery,
Let's
for
have your
me.
three
Hey,
of them.
3 A's by the O.
All right, a vowel for there are 2 of those.
I'm blank and ready to go.
Player 1, you got it.
I'm blank, ready to
All right, a vowel. There is an I. We are out of vowels.
go. I'm blank.
$5.50.
G.
There is a G.
Yeah.
$400.
M.
There is an M.
Woo.
Oh.
$500.
I'll take a P.
1 of them. There you go.
Woo.
This could be good for you.
And
Player 1, you got the
that was
bankrupt.
bankrupt. But actually, you still kind of realize I still got that monster lead. They cannot catch up.
$300. Yes.
Woo!
300. Yep, we got 3 letters for you. Let's get those up there.
And I think she's going to solve the puzzle.
We've
Yep,
got a solution
I'm
attempt here.
packed
Let's see how it goes.
and ready to go.
You got it. Very nice.
I think that's
You won a great
Aruba.
trip. Just listen to Jim. Player 2,
Experience
Buenos
the energetic
Aires.
and seductive port city of Buenos Aires. Immerse yourself in a culture as rich and varied as the
That
city
is
itself.
Buenos
$7,000.
Argentina.
not only did you win some cash, but you also picked up a prize along the way. Congratulations. We'll be back with more Wheel of Fortune right after this. All right, it's toss-up time. $3,000.
And the category is
Thing is
Thing.
the category this
That's
time.
gonna be the category.
And here we go. Player 1,
Portable. Later. Portable. Generator? No.
yeah,
Oh
that's
my
it.
god.
We're going to start
That's
with
the
you,
second
player
time
one,
I've done
because
that
you
so
won the last
far.
toss-up. Now we're looking for food and drink. You're going to start, player one.
$5,000 wasted added to the wheel. Thank God that would have been a
800.
bankrupt.
Yes, there is an S.
Oh,
You know what?
Player one will be
I'm
trying to
gonna
solve the
guess
puzzle.
it. And it does fit, right? Is it chicken soup? I give up! I give up!
How the fuck did you get that?
I got a dizzy, yes! Ladies and gentlemen, we have now broke the record. Oh, I'm gonna pee on myself. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, now tears is coming down my eyes. Oh man, I am definitely going to clip that for sure. One of the best moments out there. I just suddenly saw that puzzle with one letter on medium. What the hell?
Pulled through in the final puzzle. Good show, player one. You're the big winner. Bonus round for you.
This is all we got about
You're
21
not
minutes.
the big winner, but
in
still a
recording.
decent score there. Player two.
Oh God.
The wheel gave you a little
My
trouble there,
stomach.
but you still did all right.
My stomach's already been hurting. That has never
Give
happened.
that bonus wheel a spin
That was
and
the
see what
quickest.
happens.
That has to be the quickest round ever.
All right, now that we have our
I
prize
am
envelope, let's
spin.
move on to the puzzle. The category for our next puzzle is Fun,
Fun
and
and games. Okay.
RSTLNE. Vanna, letters, please. All right, now you need to provide us with 3 more consonants and a vowel.
C M. Oh, actually, you know what? C H M A.
What do you have to work with here? Now you have
Wow.
65 seconds to try
And
to solve the
nobody
puzzle.
doesn't
Good
like
luck.
a wise guy for this. Musical chairs.
Well solved. Let's see your fun.
Oh my God. My stomach is hurting from laughing so hard. You know what would be even more funnier? My stomach's already in pain from laughing, but it would have been funny if I would have won $100,000.
I doubt it.
If I win 100,000.
Cruise the highway.
On a
with
motorcycle,
this sweet
$55,000.
$55,000.
There you go. 83,350.
Bye. Thanks for playing.
See you next time.
Oh, you mood. Oh, I
Thank you, Team Mach 3. So, at this one. Okay, are you ready for this one? I know. $6,496,100. Now newly entering the record for now the longest running game one on SNR. Wheel of Fortune wheels out. Wheel of Fortune for the 360 is in. So 38. 38, we will be back in New York City setting. And this is going to be one of those games. This is really going to be, again, one of those games. I may break another record. Who knows? Coming up next, here on SNR, it's... well, you all know what's gonna happen next. 2 gameplays, the 16-bit war. Diaries is first. See you there for that. Welcome back. Right now, it's story time, and as you see, well, it's something I did the last time I did something like that. I didn't do it justice as I should do. But if you want a refresher, take it from the top. When I did the first Rewind in Time series, I looked at 2 of the greatest consoles who ever made from the 90s, or ever been in the 90s. The Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo. Genesis was first released out in 1989, as the Super Nintendo released out 1991. The 2-year gap that's what it is, that 2-year gap. Sega Genesis was first released out in 1989. Now this is the second console Sega ever made to the first processor of the Master System. But the Genesis was more than that. It promised with real arcade graphics, sound, and gameplay motion that makes you feel back to the arcade days again. Sega Genesis brought into the market. As the new CEO of Genesis, Tom Kalinske knew that it was a seller. But however, Nintendo knew the NES was still a seller. Not only in Japan, but here in America as well. Now the question is Nintendo going to make a new console that'll fight back and regain popularity once again? Well, yeah. In 1990, they developed the second console Nintendo ever made. But this was a sequel to the NES. Now, in Japan, it's called a Super Famicom. To the US, it's the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, or the SNES for short. By the time of 1991 hits around, the Super NES will release out, and best launch title games like Pilot Wings, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and the most popular Super Mario World made over 11 million copies worldwide. Nintendo has fought back to the longing wait of the Genesis. Wow. But as long as Sega has released out the Genesis, Nintendo will be releasing out more Super NES than the Genesis. Wow. Whereas by the time of 1991 rolls around, Sega released out Sonic the Hedgehog that really made Sega bounce back from its competitors, including Nintendo. So, Nintendo always comes up with something new, better, and more games were lining up. More games such as F-Zero, Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, and so much more. Sega, on the other hand, wanted the games, but like Nintendo, they sell in the same game. Like Adventures of Batman and Robin, Aladdin, and so much more. But Sega had a different releases than what the Super Nintendo has. Like, Nintendo's got Super Castlevania 4, as Sega Genesis got Castlevania Bloodlines. Super Nintendo's Contra 3, The Alien Wars, to the Genesis Contra Hard Corps. But on that version, it finally got rid of what the Super NES had. The overlay from the Super Contra or Super C. Contra 3 had that, other than Super C. And also, Super Nintendo has Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in time to the Genesis TMNT Hyperstone Heist. Both has the better graphics, but the Super Nintendo has the arcade feeling that Genesis missed out. Now, beginning of 1992, the war began. Sega and Nintendo once in the console war begging for mercy and begging a lot of customers to play the games, both linked in cash, but give it up to Super Nintendo, who brought out a lot more than it beat Sega in the 92 holiday sale. Thus, bringing out 1993. Sega knew Nintendo is on the roll, but as Genesis, not so much. But it was still a system seller. But now bundled with, of course, Sonic the Hedgehog. Sega knew it was a sure of a hit. But Nintendo, if you want to go for the bundle, it's the SNES console and, of course, Super Mario World. Mario hit against Sonic. Kinda had those feelings, huh? Well, Sega and Nintendo had a fight in their hands. Thus bringing out 1994. Sega wanted to do an add-on. The first add-on they brought out, doing back in 1989, 1990, was the Sega Power Base Converter. What it is? And converts your Genesis to the Mac, and you can play Master System games. But it does work with Model 1 Genesis. Nintendo knew on something that Sega had. But Sega knew the Power Base Converter was a hit, but not a lot selling. So they came up with the add-on called the Sega CD. The first CD-based games you could play. It was new. It was worth it a while. But the problem was in full motion. That means you're playing a game, but it makes it feel like you're watching a movie. That's what Sega has brought. But to the Nintendo, what did they get back in return? Well, the Super Game Boy. Nintendo knew that the only way to fight back with backwards capability was the Super Game Boy. You could play Game Boy games on the Super NES. That was also a blockbuster hit Nintendo has under the belt that brought Sega down to its knees. But the Sega CD, promiseful, it was good. But the lack of the Sega CD was too much that Sega can't handle. So So Tom Kalinske knew another way to pop into the Force is something that was sort of done a year ago. So, both Segas of America and Japan will meet up in Vegas coming up ideas of another console that'll beat Nintendo at its own game. So they're all thinking, what is something? How about they want to add another console to it and just go with higher graphics, sound quality, and gameplay? It could be too much for Sega, but another thought was another add-on, and they call it the 32X. Now, the 32X was also brought to another good idea that Sega is going to be another first of what Nintendo could be, changing from 16-bit to 32-bit. But other gaming consoles, including the Jaguar, and the 3DO, has brought into the world of 64-bit. They stepped it up, but not very selling. Nintendo went off to a different direction. Sega, on the other hand, agreed another add-on will help keeping the Genesis console going. But it will be their last-ditching effort to beat Nintendo at their own game. While working on the project, Sega of Japan came up with another way. Sega in Japan came up with a different console that is now later on to be the third console in the US. Yep, the Sega Saturn. While working on the 32X in America, Sega of Japan came up with a console that could release out the same year the 32X in America will be released. That really put Sega to a screeching halt. Sega knew. They knew of adding why do an add-on of Sega Japan released out a different console, but also having the same add-on of what we had. But guess what? Sega knew it's gonna spell trouble if they released out in the same year. 1995, they were right. The same year, Sega of Japan has released out the Sega Saturn, while America will get the Sega 32X. Another console add-on, but the pain in the butt is another AC adapter? What were they thinking? But Sega knew it was their last effort to keep Nintendo and the war going on. But somehow, lack of games, lack of productivity, and rushed games and playing them hurt Sega in the relations. Sega has lost its edge. Now, what about Nintendo? What have they done? The same year that 32X released out, Donkey Kong Country for the Super NES were released. That was the next best seller. In top 5 of the highest ranked selling game of all time, Donkey Kong Country were a blockbuster. Nintendo has defeated Sega to the belt. Donkey Kong Country ranked in over $10 million in sales and being the first game that is CGI based. Hello. That means they make, they feel, and you can play just like how Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong will play. Nintendo has fought out and won the war. The companies, including Sega, zigged, Nintendo zagged, and they won. Sega has really lost its edge. But the Super Nintendo have lived on to be the second most selling console of all time. Now, what about Sega? Genesis was also being as a hit of the console of the 90s, early 90s, but Nintendo always ranked supreme. But who won and what? The console design? Genesis' first model has come with 3 models. 4 models if you want to count the CD as well. But they call it the CDX because you could play Genesis and Sega CD. Nintendo only made the Super NES that looks like a child's play toy. But some rumor has it if you leave your Super Nintendo out too long, they turn yellow over time. Winner was Genesis. What about the controls? Genesis only has 3 controls, so the Super Nintendo has the controls, including the L&R buttons. But making it feel like playing the game for the Super Nintendo, awesome. Dark mode, shape for palm rest, buttons, flat and start. Even that brought brought Sega down to its knees. And even for Mario games, Y and B always worked. The winner on that was Super Nintendo. Backwards capabilities, like I said, Genesis had a power-based converter. You can convert that to Master System games. Too bad I can't play the Game Gear games. Well, the Super Game Boy, heck, you can play your Game Boy games on the Super NES. Winner was also Super Nintendo. The games. There's loads of games. Genesis had the Shinobi, Streets of Rage series, World Rash, Sonic, you name it. While the Super Nintendo has Super Mario World, F-Zero, Zelda Link to the Past, Super Metroid, Kirby series, and including the infamous Donkey Kong series. But both of their list continues on. Both of the companies had a share of games. Batman and Robin for the Super NES is a good game, but the Genesis nailed that with the intro that what Super Nintendo was missing. But Aladdin, though, same thing to Batman. Super Nintendo was made by Capcom, while the Genesis kept that Disney feeling inside. The music, the Capcom version, did not have the same music as what the Genesis had with that and Disney. But if you want to count Super Castlevania and all the games, winner is a Super Nintendo. The sound. Always can't go wrong with sounds. Sega has that keyboardy sound, while the Super Nintendo has orchestras. Ooh, can't go wrong with sounds? Winner. Super Nintendo. And now, the graphics. Both have 16-bit graphics, which is fine. Genesis has brought to the instant arcade feeling, but the Super NES has a bit more power to what the Genesis has. Moving images close, scaling, and when you play F-Zero, it feels like you're driving a car. And the tracks move. Wow. Time again, Sega knew they have to bring the graphics up. They did. But the best one has to go in certain ways and means. Sonic 2 has better graphics. But the one that's really beat out to Sonic was another Genesis game. That was actually super hang-on, because it feels like you're playing an actual arcade with 16-bit graphics. That was actually really still, but Sega has that cool feeling edge of playing the games. Winner, but not yet. Super Nintendo. What did they do for graphics? Castlevania and some levels. Scaling was involved. And when playing Donkey Kong Country games, the background the background of it, they really brought out the punch. It makes it feel like you're playing in the environment. But you can't go on still with Super Mario World. Winner is Nintendo. So there you have it. Nintendo won in a 16-bit war that what Sega Genesis thought it was going to be the battle. But it was after, in 2001, where Sega has finally dropped out of making consoles to now publishing the games. Now partnering up with Nintendo to beat out both Sony and Microsoft in the next gen war. But what's it gonna be for the future of both Sega and Nintendo? Who knows? But one thing's for sure, long live the 16-bit war. So coming up next, it's the gameplay of Diaries for the Sega Genesis, right after this. Welcome back to SNR right now. It's base shooting game of Galleries. Now this is gonna be the first time I'm gonna play this, so make sure that I don't screw up, because this game could be either easy or it could be hard. So here we go. The game is called Diaries. So you're the ship Diaries, and going through multiple levels to defeat new ship. Fuck. Oh, I think it's for the better if I can hold the B button this time. Ooh, okay, now entering the asteroid. No. Ah! Damn for that. And I had to head back to the beginning too. Oh my god. I was way at the first boss. What the? Oh, I hit the. Wow, I hit the asteroid. they give you 5 continues, that's really a good thing. Oh yeah. I didn't avoid that. Oh my god, really? I thought I had it. And yeah, I just realized I didn't avoid on the last shot, so... Well, GG me on that one. Nice. Back to the boss again. Why, now I got shield. Whoa. Gotta be careful. Shield. Shield. Oh, I'm fucked. All that again. I'm on the second level of this game, so I've never been. It's been how long to play a game on a Sega Genesis and realize, and now you're actually going far. Now I avoid that one. I still got shields when I enter in. I think the second half, if I'm not mistaken, the second half of the level. good thing. I'm on the boss? I'm on another boss? Really? Damn! Now I'm on the boss. Oh no, I picked up where I last started, that's the boss. And that's not gonna give me a shot, huh? Look at this. 25,330. I have never gone as far on Gairy as I should be. Oh, fuck. Sweet, and it just picked up where I last started, that's the boss. Okay. I really gotta get his pattern down. Aim for the eyes. I'm aiming for the eyes on this. But it's his pattern I got to get down to. Ah! Didn't give me a chance to move. So, I got lucky. Fuck. Okay. So, now I know what to do on this. I got to avoid it somehow. Yeah. Ah! I gotta get that down. I gotta get that pattern down. Fuck. Fuck. God damn it. Two left. I gotta get that. I gotta get that down somehow. God motherfucking... God! Right in the fucking middle. Fuck. 2 guys left. I'm not gonna be wasting on my guys on the second boss. Better not be in this case. Fuck! I'm wrecking a poor bed. Well, that's shot. And I got 5 tries to do this. Four tries. Damn it! God, Grandma when he does that shot, I have to go down. When he does that thing, I'm staying up. So now I actually now figured out the pattern. I gotta get this in 3 tries. Now he's getting more bullshit out of this. I'm actually knowing, I'm knowing the patterns on this freaking boss. Oh, please tell me. Okay, so 2 bosses has the first mission. And I was waiting for that one. So, welcome to mission number 2. And I got shot out of nowhere. So... I couldn't even avoid on that shot. Nope, that was it. Wow. So hey, I got far as in the start of mission 2. So I did kind of pass the first mission with only 2 bosses. Wow. Wanna go this diaries for you? Coming up next is the finale, which is gonna be R-Type 3. Welcome back to SNR Night now. Yes, I am going to play R-Type 3. Now, I did the last time doing SNR. So, let's see how it goes. R-Type 3, the third lightning. Here we go. Whoa, okay. Oh gosh. Okay, I remember this. And I would say right now, I remember how I got far, but I don't know how I remember how I got far. Fuck! Okay, so far so good. Oh gosh. Made it. I'm in. No! I got far. I got far. Motherfuckers. So I wanna head back into this because the last time I did out Type 3, I got far, but that rotates, and now I'm further than this. So you knew I'm gonna go for tonight. Yeah,
I have an announcement I'd like to make.
what's that?
As of right now, I am officially transferring my last laser disc,
Oh, wow.
last one, and my entire laser disc inventory will be
Wow.
like with all my VHS tapes. It took me 11 months. It took me only a couple of weeks to get the laser disc done, but they're all done.
Alright.
Thank you. Carry on.
Do I get to continue? Yes. Before I get far. Yes! I made it. I made it. Now what? Fudge. Maybe not. I don't want to jinx it. I gotta beat this first level of this. I can beat the first level of all type 3. I've been having an issue like this last time. Tonight, I'm gonna further myself into this game. They say, move on. Ooh, hey, now. Ooh. Oh, please say I'm in the second zone. Yes! I'm in! I'm now an insane alien's body. this has never been the first time I've actually modded my own classic games from the Wii U set of R-Type 3. Now, fuck! Further myself into this. So I am actually improving on this game. As I got slain. Honestly, I'll give me the option to continue. And I should win for that. Oh, I'm on the second boss. Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck? Second level boss. Oh. Oh, I got just Ah. Now I get that second boss. I had to charge my shot. I had zero chance of getting there, so. now I figure out the boss's... I gotta get that pattern down. I know what to hit on the boss because I had to charge my shot. Got it! How does the end of the eye hit you? Okay, that's that one pie still. I don't get it. Oh my god. I know... Okay, so I know what's going on that boss, but... Fuck. Wait, you know that's a good thing? This game actually do got limited continues. I'll give them credit for that. And I'm also gonna give huge props to... They're letting you continue where you left off. And second level boss is beaten. Oh, okay, now I'm on level 3. Damn on the scarf area. Wait. Whoa. Okay, I don't know what got me though, but last chance. And I hit the ground. Alright. So that is... Okay, good. So, folks, that is R-Type 3. A great game. Lots of fun. Area 3. That's where I'm at. So, I knew at this chance I had to go right in. Went for it. Glad I picked up and played the game again. So, yay! Alright, so folks, that is it for night 439 of SNR. Now, next week is our Fair Night episode. We got 2 segments, and the last segment has to be this year's Umatilla County Fair. What's it going to be installed? And what am I really going to film out of that? All of that question and the opportunity time for all the fun stuff at the fair. That's going to be fun. As always, here on SNR, I'd like to thank the guys on Discord for being part of Night 439 of SNR. Yeah. Well, we have also like to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to follow us on social medias, and I also got news for you as well on that. And this is another good news. Now, I should also follow us on Twitter, because we're on Twitter. Also, you can follow my channel on Twitter for updates, news, and uploads of past previous SNR episodes. Playlist has already been tweeted out on Twitter. And all that stuff, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It is at my channel's name. And speaking of follow, if you also subscribe here to the channel, don't forget to ring the bell for new notification on videos, which I will be getting that to work on tomorrow. So, a fun project for me to do. But I'm also going to be going for a day of rest and relaxation, but mainly rest, since now I'm sick again. I don't know how it happened. If you like this or any other episodes of SNR, playlist will be on my channel. Yeah. Alright. For these guys, Ben and 71287, have a great night. And we'll see you next week on SNR with more fun, more games, and hopes we could really go for another record on Wheel for the 360. See you all in the next video soon. Take care.